What's up, everybody? It's your man JFilt. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get over the fear of putting yourself out there as a music producer. So let's get into it. So before I get into the video, if this is your first time, let me say welcome. Shout out your city, where you're from, and all that good stuff. If you are into beat making and things of that nature, please consider subscribing, hit that notify bell. That way you are updated on all new content. So this is going to be one of those pep talks. It's been a while since I've done those, so here we go. Recently I had got this comment on one of my YouTube videos, and this was on one of those Ask That Old Filt, which is a series I have, if you're not familiar. So if you have any question of me, feel free to ask in the comments or whatever. So anyway, here was the question. How to get over the fear of putting yourself out there more as a musician / producer. I find myself somewhat afraid of what the world or my peers will think about my art sometimes. So much so that sometimes I won't put the music out at all. So that's a very good question. And one of the problems that we have as musicians and beat makers is caring what other people think. I've had to learn this a long time ago, that you cannot please everybody. You can't. You just can't. It's impossible. And what it will do is stress you out if you try to please everybody. So I'm gonna just give you a quick little story, man, that happened to me about 4 years ago. Maybe about 4 years ago. I made a beat, and I thought this beat was kind of subpar. I mean, I thought it was cool, okay, but I really wasn't like proud of it to the point where I was like, yeah, man, everybody gonna love this. This is, man. And so I was kind of apprehensive, man, because, you know, some small part of me was kind of like, are people gonna like this? Are people gonna dig this? What are people gonna think about? You know what I'm saying? I made the beat in GarageBand using nothing but stock plugins. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was very mediocre. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just put it out. I don't have anything to lose. I really don't care. Let's just do it, right? And that song is called Aura. I put it out on Spotify back in 2018. And to my surprise, it's like my most popular song, man, on Spotify, or really any song that I ever released, right? And I believe it's like over 1.5 million streams. All right. And so to me, is not like a whole lot of other people who are way bigger than me. You know, I get all that. But to me, I was like, man, that's something, man. If you're interested in checking out the song, or I will leave a link down below. It's streaming on Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. So check me out. And matter of fact, for those that don't know, I do release music, man. I'll leave the links down below. A lot of cats don't even realize that, but yes, I do release music. I don't just do tutorials, but I release music myself. So those links are down below. The moral of the story is, you never know how something's going to turn out. You know, a lot of times what we think is whack is going to be really dope to somebody else. So my advice is just to put it out. Don't be scared, man. Just put it out. You have nothing to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people are always going to have an opinion. Music itself is subjective. That means it's opinion based. It's all a preference thing. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't put too much stock into what other people think. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's just my opinion. You may disagree. Put your comments down below what you think about that. I was just looking at a Talib Kweli podcast, and he featured Mos Def on there, or I should say Yasin Bey, you know. And he was talking about how just because something is popular doesn't mean it's going to stand the length of time if it's popular at the moment, you know, versus something that's not as popular but is considered a classic. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that. I was like, man, that's kind of true. Let me just encourage you to put it out. Don't be afraid. Someone is going to dig it no matter what. So don't care what people think. And matter of fact, just focus on the people who rock with you. There's always these people that's going to like kind of downgrade you or try to put some negative energy your way. Just brush that off. Keep going. I believe in you. There's billions of people in the world, man. just a small little percentage is enough. You know what I'm saying? You realize it's like what 8 billion people in the world, or 7.9. I'm gonna say 8. I'm around it to 8 billion people in the world, right? On YouTube, I looked this up specifically. YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. All right. YouTube has 2.6 billion active users. All right. That is, I'm reading this right now. That is about 1 in 3 people from the entire Earth's population. Okay, 7.9 billion people. Then YouTube has 113.9 million YouTube channels. And that is as of July 29th, 2022. So at the time of me recording this, it's November 2022. So that means there's way more. There's probably much more than that even right now. All right. So out of all those people, you're going to have some people digging it and you're going to have some people not digging it. And I'm sure the people that are digging it will dig whatever you put out. Why? Because they dig what you do. Does that make sense? So no matter what, don't feel like you're scared or that you're going to disappoint somebody. Don't worry about that. Do you. Keep being you. I believe in you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was inspiring or encouraging. Spread this if you need to, and share this video to someone who needs to hear it. It's your man JFilt. I'm sending peace and positive energy. Yeah.